This dumb cop got sued for a $1 million lawsuit after he illegally entered a man's home and falsely arrested him.
Just wanted to let you know that the trailer is legally parked, so I need to see your driver's license so I can issue a citation for blocking the roadway.
I didn't block the road.
Yes, you did. I saw you when you... Listen. Hey. I'm investigating a traffic crime. You do not have the right to do that. You are detained. You are detained.
Come in my house.
You are detained. I need to see your license.
You're detaining me for a traffic violation.
Yes, I am. Open the door.
You're detaining.
Come here. Quit resisting. Quit resisting.
I'm not. Ow!
You are actively resisting against me.
Keep walking.
Welcome back, everybody. As many of you guys know, I'm a law enforcement trainer instructor. I train and instruct military law enforcement all over the country on various law enforcement disciplines to include constitutional law, case law, patrol tactics, use of force, advanced criminal investigations, etc. And here we're going to talk about, do a quick video breakdown, and then I've been getting a lot of questions from law enforcement specifically about making entry into domiciles, into homes. Different videos, I guess, have been making their way around the interweb there, and a few of you guys have questions on it. And I'm realizing, because I've been talking to some of you guys, that this is not something that's taught at academies for you guys, and it's also not something that's taught in your FTO programs. There's a lot of you that just, have just been very straight up and honest, like, we want more training on this, but nobody knows. Our people at our departments, they don't know the why. Nobody can really give us a solid answer on that, and I think that's very unfortunate, but that's okay, because here at Solution-Based Law Enforcement Services, we got your back. So let's take this video and let's just take it at face value for what it is. Let's assume the law enforcement officer has probable cause to investigate whatever it is he's investigating. He has probable cause to believe this guy committed some kind of violation or crime, right? So let's just say, let's take it at face value. Let's say he has probable cause, and let's take it at face value. The guy on the other end doesn't agree with the probable cause and immediately goes inside of his home. Just because you have probable cause as a police officer doesn't mean you can make entry in the home. Just because you're investigating something doesn't mean you can make entry into the home, right? So let's get that out of your head right now. Just the fact that you have probable cause and you're investigating something, or you were called there, I'm sorry, officers, that's of no consequence. Just throw it away. Forget about it. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter that you have probable cause. Once that person is behind their curtilage or on their curtilage in their home, they have constitutional rights that are afforded to them by the United States Supreme Court. So let's look at a case law, Florida versus Jardines. As you can see here, 2013. It clearly states the right of a man to retreat into his own home and be there and be free of unreasonable governmental intrusion is a very core value of the Fourth Amendment, and also states that the area immediately surrounding the associated home, known as the curtilage, is part of the home itself for Fourth Amendment purposes, right? The front porch, it says, is a perfect example. It's a classic example of an area which that activity of home life extends. So the United States Supreme Court is clear on this, officers. You have probable cause, you have, you're investigating a crime, you're called there, all that cool stuff, it doesn't matter. Again, throw it out. The only exemption you're going to have and you're going to utilize is if you have exigency. Good luck trying to prove exigency over a traffic violation that's already occurred, for example. So let's get that out of your mind right now. Good, we've taken care of that. Let's also look at another case law that just reaffirms this even more. Peyton v. New York, 1980, arrest warrants and domiciles. Again, Peyton v. New York, United States Supreme Court has affirmed it is unconstitutional under the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution to search a home during an arrest when there is no arrest warrant and then when there is no exigent circumstances. The United States Supreme Court holds that entrance to a person's home is a critical point where constitutional safeguards are heightened, which is too substantial an invasion to allow without a warrant. The Supreme Court further held that for Fourth Amendment purposes, an arrest warrant founded on probable cause implicitly carries with it the limited authority to enter a dwelling in which the suspect lives, and there is reason to believe the suspect is within. Again, the United States Supreme Court is very clear. Domiciles have a heightened sense of safeguard and protections, and the only way around that is through a warrant, to include an arrest warrant. And that arrest warrant comes with a caveat. You have to have reason to believe the suspect is within and that the suspect lives there, right? So meaning you can't just use an arrest warrant and go into his friend's house, who his friends live there, because he's hiding in there. There's case law on that. We're not going to go on. We're not going to get into that with this video, but in order for you to use the arrest warrant ability, right, pursuant to Peyton v. New York, you have to have an arrest warrant, and you have to have reason to believe that he's within and that he lives there. So how do we do that? Well, for me, I copy and paste. I copy and paste stuff that works. So how would I get probable cause for reason to believe that this person lives there? Well, again, I would copy and paste this, which I have. I literally took copy and paste from from one of my probable cause affidavits, and I put it here in this slide. This is a course that I teach. This course that you're getting this content from is shameless plug, Beyond the Badge, Understanding Constitutional Framework of Policing. So you're a affiant. The police officer has probable cause to believe the suspect lives or resides at the aforementioned residence for the following. And here's a list of 7 right here. Aforementioned residence is the suspect's home of record. The residence is under leasing contract with the suspect. Insert company name. DMV records, Otis records, OLETs, suspects in NCIC at this residence. The aforementioned residence is a known residence where the suspect receives mail. Let's keep going. Number 8, aforementioned residence is listed on a suspect's protection order. So if there's a protection order on file, they're the ones in the past. Boom. Aforementioned residence is known as residence from his ex-wife, spouse, live-in partner, lover. Insert relatives that he's known, that knows that this is his residence. Insert friends that knows that this is his residence. Insert name of the landlord who can say, yeah, this is his residence. A former warrant, right? All these are examples that you can use for cause to reason to believe. And I can do all this remotely. I can literally be in my car and I can very quickly ascertain these. A few phone calls, a few searches. I'm there. Right? So if I have a list of 10 of them, boom. I mean, you don't need 10 of them, but I'm just saying, like, how quickly can you ascertain and put, 4 or 5 of them down? Like that. A few record checks and you're there. And so, again, for me, it's too easy. Think about it. Officers, think about it. You have to write a report anyway, right? And this is what I told one of the officers that I was talking to that had asked me about this. I'm like, you have to write a reward anyway. You have to write a report anyway, right? Even if you went in there and unconstitutionally violated his rights or whatever, or even if he stepped outside and you arrested him, right? Regardless, you're going to write paper on this, right? You're going to write a report. And in order for the report to be adjudicated, it has to be to at least the probable cause standard. So if you already have to write a report, why not just write your report, submit it for a signature, right? I can get warrants done digitally. I can get them done from my car. I can literally get my car, and I've done so many of them. I'm literally copy pasting, putting the necessary details, names, address, boom. I can create a PC affidavit with the probable cause needed to get into this home in 30 minutes. Call the judge, email him over. He can digitally sign it, send it back. I'm there. We live in 2025, right? This is not a hard process to do. And plus, officers, you already have to write the paper, right? You already have to write the report. So let's not make this more difficult than it already has to be. Remember, right? This is the easiest obstruction charge you're going to get on somebody. Hey, I have a warrant. I need you to step out. You don't want to step out? Okay, cool. We're going to use a reasonable amount of force necessary to get you out of your home lawfully because I have a signature. Cool. Again, easy. That's the way I look at it. I look at people obstructing as an opportunity to hit them with another charge and to showcase the fact that I believe in their constitutional rights. Because I do. I absolutely believe in your constitutional rights, and you're right. You are allowed to run back into the house and hide. That's your God-given right. And as law enforcement, I can sit here, type up a PC affidavit for arrest in about 30 minutes and get it signed, and then boom, your actions have consequences. Again, there's no ego. There's no ego. There's nothing. Okay, cool. You ran into the home. You shut the door. Great. This was only going to be, this, but, since this is how we've created, and you've created this nexus, not me. I didn't run into the home. You have created a situation, right? So your action is going to have a reaction. My reaction to you is not going to be unconstitutional. I'm not going to violate your rights. I'm going to type some stuff up. I'm going to put it on a piece of paper. I'm going to email it. It's going to come back with a signature. Voila. I can now have constitutional access to your house. Again, don't make this more difficult than it has to be, officers, right? We do have remedies for for these types of situations. So there you have it. Again, if you don't believe in the Constitution, if you don't believe in judicial review pursuant to in accordance with Marbury versus Madison, if you do not believe in Supreme Court case precedents, and you hate cops, you're going to hate this video. I get it. Totally understand that. Just know, as a police instructor, as a criminal investigator, I respect constitutional rights. I know what the Constitution says. I know what the case law says. And I'm going to respect your constitutional rights. I'm going to respect the case law. You're going to make me get a warrant. I'm going to happily get that warrant for you because, again, it is not very difficult. And I'm going to continue to do my job. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. For officers out there, was this helpful? What do you think? For everybody else, what do you think of this? What do you like? What do you dislike? I want to hear I want to hear what you have to say in the comment section below. As always, guys, long live the Republic.